Okay, U12, I'm going to do the bouncing ball and the spring question, mainly because these come up a little bit in the HSCs and I want you to make sure that you can do them. So here's where is it? These two here. Question 13, the bouncing ball. And here we've got a elastic or a spring. So we'll do 12. And I very strongly suggest that you draw these. So I've got a bit of elastic string. It's got a weight on the end of it. And when I drop it the first time, it drops 60. And then when it comes back, it's got to come back 60. So it drops down to 60, comes back 60, and then it drops 2/3 of that. So 60 times 2/3. And it's going to have to go back that way as well. All right? So I can work out what that is, but I don't necessarily need it. So my A is 60 and my R is 2/3. But every time it goes down and comes back up, I've got double the distance. So rather than work out, 120 and all that sort of stuff, I'm just going to go to find 2s of infinities, which is 2a 60 on 1 minus 2/3. So 2 60 over 1/3 equals 2 times 60 times 3 on 1, which is 2 times 180, which is 360, whatever it was. I think I've got this wrong. 12. They've got 300. Elastic string drops down and then bounces back. So there's only one of these. It drops down and it bounces back to that. So, righto. And you can see I'm 60 out because I've counted one too many 60s. So my A is not 60. My A is 2/3 of 60. And we're going to work this out now. So 3 into 60 goes 20, so 40. So my A is 40. And I'm going to get 2 of those. So the total distance is going to be 2 of those, but 60 plus it. I'm going to keep that 60 separate. So plus 60, and I'll quickly change that to 40. 40. 40. That's 120. And I'm going to have my 60 on the end, which is 240 plus my 60, which is 300 centimetres. So you've got to be careful about how you read the question, but showing your substitution is important, and drawing a quick little diagram would help there. I wouldn't have lost all marks had it been the HSC exam question. Usually they put the diagram in there for you. So question 30, Mary bounces a ball by dropping it from 1.5 metres on the first bounce. So again, this one, and I should have realised, so 13. So we drop a ball. And we're dropping it from 1.5 metres, so we've got 1.5. And then the ball bounces up. Now how far up does it bounce? 2/5. So times by 2/5. I'm going to use my calculator this time, so 1.5 times 2 divided by 5, 0.6. So that's 0.6. But then it's going to drop 0.6 again and then bounce up to the next one which is 0.6 times 2/5. So I'm going to exclude this one and start my series from here and realise that I'm going to have double it. All right, so I've got 1.5 plus 2 times the sum of infinity. Well, if I'm excluding the 1.5, my A is equal to 0.6 and my R is equal to 2/5. So 1.5 plus 2 times A 0.6 over 1 minus 2/5 equals 1.5, and I'm just going to do this on my calculator all in one go because my substitution should be right. So 1.5 plus 2 times brackets, what was it? 0.6 divided by brackets 2 divided by 5 brackets. Do I need another bracket? I think I do. Probably had too many. Let's delete one of them. 4.5 and 3.5. What have I got? Oh, hold on. What's the question asking? Maybe it's 13. Find the distance through which the ball travels. Did I type it into my calculator correctly? Let's just double check that. 0.6, 1 minus 2.5. Right, so here we go. It's not 0.6 divided by 3.25, it's divided by 3/5. 3.5. So I had the correct substitutions, but what I should have written was 1.5 plus 2, 0.6 divided by 3/5. Excuse me, 3.5 metres. All right, so careless mistakes there by me as I did those questions, but they're pretty easy. If you have any problems, email me.